York Athletic Department would like to welcome our guests, the Hilltoppers from Glenbard West. Tonight's athletic trainer is Jim Stepanich. Tonight's contest is an IHSA-sponsored event. Spectators are reminded to be
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Time of here now, 5:30 p.m. We welcome you here to special coverage of what is the York Dukes' biggest game of the season, the conference championship. The two top premier lacrosse teams here in the West Suburban Conference face off. The York Dukes versus the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. This is set to be a great game, and you already see it as there's some physicality on the face-off. This one is taken away by Glenbard West. They'll start with it. Here's Glasgow with it. He's getting tripped immediately. And, John, it is just a skirmish out there thus far.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but, I mean, Glenbard West coming out physical, you know. York Dukes they're told to hate the Hilltoppers, and obviously it's seen here, a lot of physicality, and I'm expecting even more of that.
Turnover there by the Dukes. Gong couldn't give it to Plata there in the net in time, so it's taken away by Glenbard West. Here they go the other way. Allman taking it. Gets sacked there. Dukes trying to recover. Here they go, trying to take it the other way. They're going to start out a bit slower here.
Nice little behind the pass. Back pick from Frank Klein. He was able to get it out very easily, and then a little struggling to get it back, but York, they have their possession. They're trying to look for an open hole now.
Origitano trying to give this one behind here. And already a timeout called here by the Dukes. This game is starting off insane, John.
Do you want to talk a little bit about it instead of going to break?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about this matchup.
You know, I mean, it's said. It's written in the walls. It's written on the scriptures. York versus Glenbard West will always be a bloodshed.
And no matter what sport, but it really, really comes down to it here in lacrosse. Obviously, you got the football rivalry, the basketball rivalry, but this is the one that we always see at the end of the school year. It is blood, sweat, and tears. These are some of the oldest lacrosse teams in the state of Illinois. These are two of the founders in the West Suburban Conference. They are always going at it, always in the top of the rankings with one another. So this is big brother versus big brother, seemingly.
Yeah, especially this year. Both of them have been higher in the rankings. York started to fall off. I think right now they're around 18 to 15 last time I checked in the state rankings. But Glenbard West and York, they've always been head and head in the rankings. I love seeing the physicality on both sides when we come to it. I mean, home turf, home rivalry, two of the oldest teams in Illinois. What more could you ask for on a perfect Thursday? You know, you got a little light breeze, very nice weather too, which we're very fortunate to have over here. But, you know, as the Glenbard parents, like, they say, let the kids play.
Let the kids play. Duke's definitely called for a crowd here. Student section starting to fill up as we are about to come back from the break. It'll be York starting with possession here. And we are back underway. Nice fake move there from Bartlett. He's taking it the other way by himself now, uncontested. We'll see if Glenbard West can slow him down at least. It's given to Crum. He holds on the right wing.
One thing York does very efficiently is being able to slow down pace of game no matter what. Even in, I think that's just their philosophy. Philosophy, whatever that word means. Just slowing down the pace of play. If you got a faster team, especially like Glenbard West and a couple of their past opponents, they were able to slow them down, keep them at their heels. Some of them, they did lose, but I mean, hey, coming out tonight, playing great. That's all we got to ask for.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing a change in pace after the quick timeout that York's coach called. Crum swings this one around, and shot on goal is good there from Josh Reddick, starting this game off with a bang for the Dukes.
Yep, that's what you want to see. The boys are hyped. The boys, he went, found an open hole in the goal. He's been doing that all season long. Honestly, I think he's got a scope on that thing because some of his shots on goal, they've been just way too accurate.
Reddick, only a sophomore for this Dukes team. Absolutely incredible performances thus far, stacking up multiple hat tricks already this season. He is definitely a threat to look out for. Now it's Kadowski on the faceoff for the Dukes, going against number 5, Meyer Allman. Kadowski gets this one through his legs. It's given now behind to Richardson. Richardson back from injury. This is his first home game for the Dukes after missing an extended period of time with a arm injury.
Yeah, definitely a threat that you're glad to have back on the field.
This one's still just being moved around here by the Dukes. It's Reddick holding. Now going behind the net in the end zone. This one up top now. Crum certainly getting backed out here. Dukes just trying to find some scoring position. Crum again. Gives this one over to Origitano. Bassing moving around. Nice look there. Opts not to take it. Now back down low to Crum. His shot rejected there. Great job by a Glenbard West defender. But the Dukes will recover.
Big reflection right off the stick. Went almost like 20 yards, Luca.
That's Passion holding there. Gives this one over to Gone.
One thing York has been able to develop all season long, I talked about it when I talked about slowing down the play, but developing plays is another big thing. Not rushing points at all, no matter what time it is. They've just been able to find and run it like it's practice.
Gone chasing this one back after the bad pass. He's trying to run away with this one now, lose a defender. Reddick again behind the net. This one back up top. Nice whipping shot there, but it's no good from Bartlett.
Bartlett's definitely a guy that you can rely on. He's going to be Mr. Reliable. He's the Swiss Army knife of the team, as I like to call him. He can do a lot. He can defend if he needs to. He can fight if he needs to. And especially he can shoot and make goals.
Now almost 4 minutes into the first quarter. Duke still up 1-0, trying to extend on the lead. Bounce shot no good there for Bartlett again.
I don't think Glenbard West has had the ball near York side all game long. It's just kind of been on Glenbard West side, and that's what we want to see. But, I mean, Glenbard West, they're going to need to stop here and been able to push down the field if they want to try to get a leg in this game.
Reddick now behind the net, trying to make a play up or something. Definitely hard with this Hilltopper defense.
I mean, look at that stick. It's right around his neck.
Now Plata with it. Trying to drive, has to kick this one back over to Bassig. Bassig's going to take a long shot here and connect.
Wow, Luca. Another beautiful shot. Found the opening from way deep, and he got it in. The boys are hype, Luca. The Hearst is wild.
Yeah, absolutely an electric turnout here at Clarence D. East Field. Certainly helping the Dukes get going here. It's great to have home field advantage in a game like this.
It's also great to have home media advantage for photographers that we're all close with.
Darn right. Big time media turnout here. Everyone knows that this is the premier game happening this week.
Yeah, Thank God the U's not here.
Thank God the U is not here. Kadowski, this one is again through Kadowski's leg. It's picked back up by Passion. Excuse me, that's Richardson. He's getting hounded early here. Has to give it to the long stick over here, Bartlett. And now Glenbard West really trying on defense here. Reddick's going to have to chase this one down, and he slides out. And it's going to go Glenbard West's way here.
Looks like they listened to me, Luca. They changed their pace of play, and they try to get the ball on their side early. Simon's been very accurate on how he gets his face-off wins. I think he's almost been 100% today.
That's Crosby in the goal. Gives this one over to Weber. Chris Weber, might I add, a former Sacramento King player. Different guy on the Hilltoppers. Weber. Gives this one over to Grimaldo. He's freshly checked in. Now over to Engel. Glenbard West definitely playing a slower pace than we saw the Dukes play.
Yeah, definitely a lot slower. I mean, both possessions where York had their goals, that was kind of slow, but this is even slower. Somebody put it in half speed.
They're just holding up top now. That's Grimaldo again, trying to make a move on his defender. It's going to be tough. Kadowski with some great defense there. He tried to give it behind the net to Vincent Blood, but he is not there. And some substitutions will be made here as Gaughan is back in here for the Dukes, just quickly subbed out after that last goal. And the Dukes are going. Chavez gives this one up ahead now. Here comes York. Trying to extend this run here. Reddick gives this one over to Malcolm. Reddick back with this one.
Holden just right at the 35-yard line, trying to develop a play here, Luca.
Gaughan. Up top again. Now the Dukes are definitely playing it slow, similar to Glenbard West, just holding up top. Here comes some sort of a drive. Ball is lost by Reddick, picked back up by Richardson.
Even with all this pressure from the Hilltoppers, York has been able to recover the ball every single time.
Reddick gives this one behind here. Shot on goal once again, no good. Dukes will have another chance. Reddick gives this one over quickly here to Bartlett. His shot no good in the hands of the Glenbard West goalie.
If that was me, that would have been a little behind the back play. Play of the week for me.
Crosby really getting pressured here in the goal by Reddick. It's intercepted by Gaughan. And the Dukes do have numbers here. Gaughan pushing by himself. Gives us one down low now. Reddick with the goal!
That's what I like to see, Luca. That is what I like to see. The Dukes are having fun. They're winning. The boys are riled. And the Hearst, like I said before, is wild.
That's 2 goals now for Josh Reddick. Already in hat-trick position, John.
Hey, I didn't bring my hat, but if I did, my hat would be out there.
Absolutely electric performance from the Dukes thus far. Glenbard West will call a timeout. Don't go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here. Dukes already up 3-0 here. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And Glenbard West is searching for a goal of their own. Face-off underway here. It will be Kadowski and Glasgow.
Before Glenbard West even thinks about getting the goal, they got to think about getting the ball on York's side. They haven't had it almost all game, except for a couple minutes.
Absolutely, and they played that one possession that they had very conservatively. We'll see if they keep that trend up. This one is again through the legs of Kadowski. It's won by the Dukes. Here they go, taking it the other way. Richardson gets this one over now to Crum. Crum getting doubled here. Bartlett trying to make a move inside here. He's pushing. He's at the 30, 25, 20. Gives us one down low. Shot on goal blocked there by Glenbard West goalie Crosby.
Yeah, very tough goal to block. Even if it's just up close, you got a guy coming at you pretty fast. You can't move that stick fast enough. That's one more point on the board.
Reddick trying to make a move on the goal now. Definitely getting hounded here on defense. Going around the other way. He fakes. Tries to give this one over here. Said it's behind to Passion. Excuse me, to Crum. Crum going the other way now. Nice fake. That ball dangerously close to the goal there. But it's taken away by the Hilltoppers.
Almost picked off. That would not be good, especially for how controlling York has been all game.
Fernaro taking this one up the other way for the Hilltoppers. Really getting hounded here by the long stick. It's rolled away. Great job by Klein there on defense. Angle now getting doubled, trying to get this one across midfield. He does. He's at the 40, now the 30. Takes a tough hit there from Gone. That's your leader in solo tackles for the Dukes football team. Not someone you want to go up against there.
Oh, he was kind of taking those whacks. In my head, I was just going whack, whack, whack.
Man, just trying to get this across midfield as best they can, but the Dukes are definitely giving them a run for their money. Some more substitutions will be made. We will play on here. That's number 10, P.J. McClafferty, making his first appearance in this game. Now Passion with it. Gives this one over. Back to Passion. Passion getting pressured outside now. Has to retreat. He's at the 40. Now gives it inside to McClafferty. One more down low. Lost there. The net is wide open and a tough hit taken there. Dukes just lit him up altogether.
Ball still loose. Oh, Glenbard West has now possession of it.
Glenbard West retakes possession now. And we'll see if they can successfully get it across midfield this time. Definitely had some struggles on their last go at it. Quintos gives this one way up ahead, but it's intercepted by Passion, just extending all the way out there to pull that one down. Shot on goal for Crum is good! And just like that, it's a 4-0 game with 1:59 to go in the first.
Bar down! Absolutely electric, Luca. I don't know if I can keep this energy riled up for too much longer. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to say it again, but the hearse is wild. The boys are having fun. We're letting these kids play, Luca.
Glenbard West crowd cannot believe this right now. If you were to tell me that we would start out with a 4-0 shutout here, not even through the first quarter, I would not believe you. Absolutely incredible.
I don't even think Connor Choi could predict this. I mean, he's pretty good at those predictions, and they haven't. Looks like this is the first time Simon has not won the faceoff, Luca.
And this one goes the other way, and it's once again broken up by the Dukes. Great job defending the goal there.
Yeah, Chavez, if he had to stick a little higher than comfortable, he could have definitely picked that ball up. But, it's what works. If you can reflect it and still be comfortable and be able to move, that's what you'd rather want instead of being uncomfortable and try to pick it.
Here goes Gone, taking it the other way for the Dukes. Hilltoppers to his back. Gone making a move inside now by himself. Shot on goal is good! 5-0!
Oh my, Luca! Oh my!
A goal in 30 seconds for the Dukes. Barely 15 seconds with offensive possession. Able to stop Glenbard West on one side, take it the other way. Gone all by himself.
Luca, I know you said before this wasn't going to be a bloodshed, but I think it's starting to drip, drip, drop.
Duke still shutting out the Hilltoppers here early in the game. And you have not seen Clarence D. Eastfield this crowded since football season. And this ball is going the Duke's way. Kadowski undefeated. No, lost one face-off. Lost one face-off thus far. Won that one on a penalty here. He's trying to take it the other way now. He's on the right. He lobs this one over to Reddick behind goal now. Great pressure here from Glenbard West. Seemingly a triple team. Reddick still holding the ball, just trying to move around. He's going to try and take it inside himself, but he is just lit up there. Lit up again. Nothing called. That looked like a crazy hit by Segbarth there. Seriously, nothing called. Glasgow taking it the other way. Hegbarth not able to hold on to that one, and the Dukes take it up again. McLafferty at the 30. Bartlett going inside.
You know, Luca, the more I watch these players play, I don't think I could ever play lacrosse. You know, I'm a football guy, but, you know, even lacrosse, this looks tough.
Taking hits, taking the same hits with less protection.
Yeah.
It's absurd. Ball lost there by the Dukes. It's going to go Glenbard West way.
Yeah, and I don't got a lot of meat on my bone, so it's going
Neither do
to
I.
feel that.
10 seconds left here. The Glenbard West is just going to try and chuck this one upfield, try and get something on the board before they head to break here. Fast break just behind the goal now. Got to get something. Here's the shot, and it's good. Will they say it counts?
No, it does not.
No,
count,
it does
Luca.
not count. Wow, they'll say it wasn't out of his stick before. And with that, we will head to break. 5-0 your score. Dukes out on top.
We got a hat trick alert as well, Luca.
Josh Reddick already with 2 of these 5 goals for the Dukes. We will return. We welcome you back here. It's the start of the second quarter. Dukes up 5-0 now to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers coming in much more highly ranked, I believe, at 5. Dukes at 13. So this is surely an upset as of now, but we'll see if Glenbard West can do anything to rally back. Sides are switched, of course. Kadowski wins his face-off again. He loses control of the ball here. Segabarth takes this one away, gives it now in the net to Allman. And a lob here. This one cannot be pulled down. Just off the stick there of Quintos.
Glenbard West just looking for availability to get downfield, and I think they found it now, Luca.
Here they go on a breakaway here. That's Kinney. Just moving around as quick as they can here. Really getting pressured here. That's Clark holding. Has to give this one behind. Now it's Grimaldo. Glenbard West seemingly playing this as conservative as can be. They were definitely more rushed on their 2 trips to the goal last time, so this is definitely a change of pace. They seem to be adapting to it as best you can.
Not even adapting, Luca, just dropping all, procedures. I mean, like I talked about before, both teams definitely know how to slow down the pace of play, and I think Glenbard West is starting to just give up on that one.
Grimaldo, nice spin move there, opts not to drive inside by himself, instead passes this one out, and that's Lloyd having some trouble handling. Angle gives us one back up top, now back to Angle. He goes behind the net now. 30 seconds, excuse me, a minute and 30 seconds here into the first, or into the second. Kadowski with some good defense here, forces Grimaldo to pass it out. Now Lloyd gives us one behind again. Here's a drive. A fake. Richardson, lockdown defense. Blood. Now to Angle. Angle trying to make a move here. Shot is good there. Running away from the net. He turns around, does a quick 180, and gets it in the back of the net.
Yep, Glenbard West is finally on the board, stopping a 5-point bloodshed in the first. I mean, Luca, you kind of got to just give it to him. Shrug that one off, put that one in your back pocket, be a goldfish.
York defense still talking this one over, making sure that they are accounting for everything that comes their way and adjusting to this new play style that Glenbard West is carrying out now.
You know, one thing I will say, I've been on the sideline for a couple lax games now for York, and what I will say is they know how to communicate. Those guys talk more than your mom on the phone with your aunts.
Absolutely. Kadowski on the faceoff again. This one gets away from him. He still picks it up, though, taking a couple hits. And the Dukes are just trying to track this one down. Now it is picked up. Here come the Dukes the other way. A strong drive here. Pass out to Gahn. Gahn recorded the last goal for the Dukes, just taking it by himself all the way across midfield and delivering big time.
Yeah, Gahn definitely getting some trouble now, trying to just find another open Duke.
And taking some hits here. He gives this one over now to Bartlett. He goes behind the net again. And this one is going to go out of play here before Reddick can pick it up. It's going to go Glenbard West way here. And you do not want the Hilltoppers to get on any sort of run here.
Yeah, you don't even want to give them an ounce of momentum, Luca.
Momentum is what will carry this game for either side. I mean, both teams have a respective crowd size. Dukes obviously have some, much more being the home team, but there are some Hilltoppers out here for sure who are bringing noise and energy and giving the refs a hard time. But that's all fan bases.
Hey, I mean, that's something that sometimes happens, you know?
Yeah.
Especially during football games.
Mm-hmm. Kinney gives us one up top now to Grimaldo. Grimaldo just moving this one around. Up top, he gives it back over to Kinney. Now Angle making a move. Skips, gives this one over now behind the net. Screen called here by Davis. He gets it. Spinning. Now behind. Blood. Getting hounded. Gets pushed out there. Great defense by War.
Yeah, he was trying to take that wide turn as we saw him take.
Spinning shot here is good again for the Dukes. Same move, same result. That time coming from Sam Clark. And now it's a 5-2 game. Glenbard West on a run here.
Yeah, hopefully York will be able to slow him down. I mean, you put up 5 points against a team and you start to slow down. That's never a good sign.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if everybody can hear it at home, but I mean, this stadium, it's kind of getting loud over here.
Absolutely it is. Kadowski wins this faceoff again, but he's pushed over there. That's another big hit from Segabarth there. This time he is called for it.
It's like York's going to keep the ball. Simon's going to start with it.
Kadowski This one to Weber. Weber now getting pressured. Gives this one behind to Durham. Excuse me, not Durham. Not Weber either. I'm reading the wrong roster. That's Gone holding.
Oh. In my head, I was like, I don't think there's a Weber on York.
Now Gone drives inside. Making a nice move here, faking out 2 defenders. Gives this one behind the goal now to Reddick. That's his spot. Gives it back up top. Duke's just trying to recover here. Crum. Spinning here. Now back up top. Bartlett. Still trying to drive here. He's getting stuck at the 25. Has to give this one to Crum. Crum spinning again. Backed out. Trying to make another move inside. It's given down low to Gone, and a great block there. Rejection from Crosby, and another rejection from Crosby. Great job there defending the net.
Yeah, that's 2 back-to-back shots on goal. He's up on his feet.
Reddick now behind the goal. He spins and fakes. Long shot there from Gone is good and gets these Dukes back on the board here. It's a 6-2 game now.
Yep. You know what, Luca? We might blow out these mics. We talked about it at break that we're worried that we're going to break them, and I'm almost certain we might.
The energy is all here, and momentum on the Dukes side again. Looking to go on a little run like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
a flag thrown here.
Oh, we're going to see what this is.
Not completely sure what it is.
I'm not too familiar with lacrosse hand signals.
Neither am I.
Football. But whoever, I mean, if we keep the goal, that's all that matters. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Kadowski's going to be subbed out here, so it might have been something on him.
Looks like Glenbard West is just going to start.
Yeah, they're just starting with it up top. So goal is not taken away, but Glenbard West will have an uncontested possession here on top with the face-off.
All the lacrosse parents at home are probably just shaking their heads at us, Luca, not understanding what just went on, but we're not lacrosse people.
We're, no.
Fans, but not people.
Yeah. Never dabbled in it.
No, always wanted to.
Yeah.
A couple guys I know out there. Looks fun.
Here are the Hilltoppers with the scoring opportunity here. Clark up top. Gives us one down low now to Engel. Now back up top. Another down low pass. Nice cut there and a goal?
No, they're not going to.
Wow, they're not going to count it. Great job there by Chavez saving that one with 5.5 minutes to go now in the first half.
Yeah.
It's a rough outing there for Glenbard West. Definitely had all the right intentions. This one is taken away by the Hilltoppers, though. Here's Woods. Gives us one down low. They reset up top now. Long shot and missed there from Kinney. And that was saying Glenbard West trying to score again now from behind the net.
You know, you never want to put your goalie in an uncomfortable position, but the way that Chavez has been handling some of these up close and far range shots, even though he's let up 2, I mean, he's gotten in some spots that I don't think I'm that flexible to get. I mean, he keeps his body in the net and keeps his to stick out.
Clark gives us one behind now. Now up top here to Engel. Engel trying to make a move. Getting pushed around. Now a shot down low, and it is just outside of the goal there.
Another fight.
And this ball is going the Duke's way.
Yeah. Oh.
Nope, it's going the Hilltoppers' way.
We just heard both crowds clap within 2 seconds.
Here we go, 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. The Dukes still lead 6-2. Glenbard West looking to fire back. Now here's Engel up top with it, moving it around at the 25. Trying to make a move inside on Richardson, and this one is off the knee here of Chavez. And this one will go out, and it's staying with Glenbard West.
You know, something I found out that is funny to me is if you dive out of bounds, like, apparently you can get a possession when the ball goes out. I thought that was funny. So
that one hits the crossbar there. All these shots just not hitting for Glenbard West. And a skirmish here as the Dukes are trying to get this one out of Glenbard West's hands. They will call a foul here after a lot of contact. That one will be called on Klein.
Oh. That one hurt a little bit when I heard that Klein name. Fellow YSN member,
Fellow YSN member. Lloyd with it now, being guarded by War. Lloyd had a nice look there at the goal, decided not to drive. Loses control of this one.
There was enough space for him to do a little turn, fake out War, and just get a goal in, but I guess he saw something that we didn't, Luca.
Grimaldo making a move now for the Hilltoppers. Now gives this one over, a long shot here. It's deflected, though, by Klein. 3:24 to go now in the first half.
You know, you said there's a lot of stoppages. This game's been moving quickly.
Absolutely. Both these teams just have so much adrenaline pumping. They're ready to go even before the whistle blows. And another block there from Chavez, just dishing and dealing here in the goal. Now Clark with it. Clark spinning. Gets this one taken away here. And here come the Dukes the other way. They keep pushing with numbers. They give it now to Reddick. Dukes now in great scoring position. A 3-on-3 battle here. Reddick spins. Shot. Bouncing there, and it is off the knee of Crosby. And Glenbard West now has possession behind the end zone here. Plata trying to pick this one up. He does. And the Dukes take it away. Here's Crum. He hesitates. Gives this one now to Gone. And a timeout called by the Dukes here. They're up 6-2 with 2 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Do not go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network. Back here after the York timeout. They start with possession. It's Gone up top with it at the 30 on your left. Clock starts. Gone being pressured here. Trying to make a move inside now. Loses control of the ball. Backs this one back out to Crum. Great recovery there from the Dukes. Crum evades his defender. Now gives this one down to Plata. Shot blocked there.
We just heard like 30 or 40.
Oh!
All in sync. York fans go, oh!
And here comes Glenbard West pushing. Longstick thought about shooting that one. And that one again deflected by Chavez. He has just been a force in the goal in this game.
Yeah, not too many errors. I mean, goalies, they're top of their game more than anybody. You got to be alert no matter what.
For sure. Minute and a half left here. Duke's giving the Hilltoppers the works. Blood. Moving around now on your left. He's at the 20. Now gives this one over to Grimaldo. Grimaldo driving inside now. Being stopped by Kadowski. Forced to kick this one back out. It's over the head and the stick of Blood, and it's going York's way with 1:09 to go. We'll see if they could get another shot on goal here in this remaining time in the first half.
Yeah, they could either risk it or not risk it.
Chavez out of the net now. Gives us one way up ahead here, and it is mishandled by Reddick. Here comes Quintos with it, directing traffic. Now gives it over in the goal to Clark. Clark spinning. And a timeout call by Glenbard West here. We'll see if they can get something to go in these last 45 seconds before we head to break. You are watching York Sports Network. Here we go. 45 seconds to go here for the Dukes to get something to go before we head to halftime. They are up 6-2 against Glenbard West.
You know, I didn't believe, me and Luca, we were a little social distance at the beginning of this game. I came over to his side of the box, and I'm now looking at the,
turnout?
The turnout, and it's a lot bigger than I expected. I saw a couple kids, but, I mean, it's there. I mean, hey, it's rivalry weekend.
Here's Will Height with this one up top. He's freshly checked in. Making a move here. Getting pressured by Richardson, though. He's done a fantastic job on defense thus far.
Looks like War got a little cut out.
Hilltoppers in scoring position here now. Give it behind the net over to Blood. Blood driving. Shot no good there, just off to the left. 10 seconds to go. Clock will stop. And Glenbard West will have this one. They have a ball right before out of play.
Yeah, if Glenbard West gets a goal here, York's definitely going to regret risking it.
And they lose control of the ball here. Kadowski hit sticks him, and that will wrap up the first half here. The Dukes are up 6-2 here. An absolutely dominant performance thus far, up big time on the Hilltoppers.
Hey, I mean, that's York fashion. If you want to talk about stats reader, I mean, come on, we got a hat trick alert. We got a bunch of other York Dukes. They're having fun. And, I mean, hey, 15 versus 5, that's a 10-slot difference. I mean, if you don't understand lacrosse, that's a big difference. Because they put into account point percentage, I mean, all this, possession of ball. They really put a lot into those standings, and this means a lot that York comes out and puts 5 before they can even get 1 up.
And with that, we will step aside, head to halftime. Connor Choi, take your earbuds out. You are not nonchalant. We welcome you back here. Start of the second half, just about underway. York up 6-2 here, and this has been nothing short of an electric game.
Yeah, honestly, Luca, I couldn't say it better. Say it myself. Say it. I couldn't say it better. I couldn't say it better. I mean, looking at the score, 6-2, this definitely wasn't a thing that either team thought would happen, but, I mean, you got to believe in yourself, and a lot of people, I walk past the student section, they're electric. I think it's really reflecting of this Dukes team.
Segabarth and Kadowski on the face-off here, and Kadowski tips this one over behind, and this one too high there for Kadowski. Not even a football could reach him up there, even though we know they can.
Oh, they can.
And a penalty called there on Plata, I believe.
What?
Not completely sure what it was for, but they cited some contact between him and Brennan that they deemed unnecessary. Some miscues here with the officials. It looks like they're talking to Kadowski instead. So this might just be called like Kadowski is looking for.
Kadowski did get hit by number 23 of Glenbard West before he threw it over, so that could be what they're talking about. Seeing if he had the ball in his hand.
I'm sure he was looking for a penalty instead of getting called for a penalty.
I mean, he went down. I don't know if you saw it, but he went down pretty hard.
So this is Glenbard West ball starting now at midfield. And they're just looking to get on track here. They trail by 4 currently. Kinney with this one up top at the 50. And play is underway. Gives this one over to Angle now. They are off to the races. Richardson guarding Angle up top.
Definitely just trying to keep him from turning like he has been all game. I mean, that's something that, that's just basic defense in lacrosse.
Angle drives inside, but he loses this one here.
Oh, ref talking.
And it's going to go York's way. Richardson taking it up without skipping a beat. He fakes out his defender there. Nice move. Fakes out his defender again. Playing keep away here. He's getting pushed down now. He gets it across midfield. And the Dukes are going to set up some offense here. That's Reddick with it now.
Yeah, definitely just trying to look for an opening here again. I mean,
Reddick at the 10. Gives this one up top now to Gone. Passion back in here for the Dukes. Definitely a big time score to have in for this possession. Gone making a move now. Retreats.
I think if you're in this kind of position, Luca, you really don't want to stuff the field with scores, but I mean, it's always great to have a number of guys who are just proficient.
Here goes Gone. This one off the top of the net, and Glenbard West is going to try and pick this one up and take it away. Duke's trying to slow him down, but they will eventually get it. So now this is Clark with this one. Gives this one way up ahead. Nice look down low, and it's stuffed away again by Chavez. He says no thank you to Vince Blood. Still completely unsuccessful on shot attempts thus far.
Yep. I don't know if you saw, but Chavez, he gave us one of these, like little fist pump.
He is feeling himself. He has had an absolute masterclass in the goal thus far, and there is no sign of him slowing down.
Oh, looks like Coach is a little riled up. Heard a parent say what I wanted to say a little better.
Will Height back in the game now for the Hilltoppers. He's getting pressured by Passion up top.
Stay at him. Stay with him, Jack. Got Passion.
Grimaldo up top at the 30.
Definitely given his Simon's definitely given his opponent a lot of room. I mean, that's a dangerous amount of room if he can't hold on to that spacing. I mean, it's going to get really ugly really fast.
Now Grimaldo behind the net being guarded by Kadowski. He's trying to make a move, just getting hounded though.
I lied. Simon knows what he's doing.
Absolutely, just holding that stick down at his waist, not letting him move an inch. Glenbard West just cannot seem to find a opening here. They are just moving around in a wide circle.
I don't know if you remember this little Tosh reference, but a Wabanzi Valley scheme. Chavez blocks it. Goal is not good. Oh.
No, it is.
It is.
So that'll put Glenbard West on the board now. Goal there from Will Height. his first of the game, and he makes this a 6-3 game now in favor of the Dukes still, but Glenbard West is trying to come from behind.
I don't know if you remember this, but earlier in the game, they had the same kind of situation go on. You know, ball kind of just rolled in. Don't really know if it's went in, but this one completely flip-flopped to the call.
Here's Segabarth facing off against Kadowski, looking to make a run here for the Hilltoppers. Kadowski takes this one away. He's getting pressured now by Segabarth himself. He gives this one over to Gone now. He loses control of it, and he recovers it, though. He has a nice look inside. Plata not able to hold that one, and he falls straight to the floor, holding his head. And he is growling in pain, and they're not stopping play. They finally do. Plata still on the floor.
Heard I hate you guys.
Face to the ground. And they're going to bring out Mr. Stepanek here to take a look at him, but he does not look great.
That's not it definitely is a tough watch.
Shaking it off. That's a tough hit to take. He's gonna be checked out now.
Yeah, that's definitely something you don't want to see. Hard skip to beat there, especially, you know. A player like Plata doesn't come very easily, you know.
Just an absolute threat down low for the Dukes.
Yeah, if he stays out the rest of this game,
that's a huge.
It's going to be a huge loss, but definitely something that York can make up with in a very, couple different ways.
So Mr. Stepanek will check Plata out on the sideline, make sure he is okay. Always a shout out to our York athletic trainers, the best in the business for sure.
No, definitely.
Always.
You know, one thing I know about York is they're going to take that Plata injury and really help them fuel the rest of this game. They don't take lightly when their brothers are hurt.
Absolutely not. Angle with this one up top now at the 20. Trying to make a move inside. Kadowski pressuring him, forcing him to go behind the goal now. Angle has to go back out again. Durham gives us one back up top to Lloyd. Now over to Kinney. Back to Lloyd. Glenbard West still trying to just move this around in a circle. Here's Wilhite. He had the last goal for the Hilltoppers. He gives us one behind again. Over to Blood.
Yeah, definitely trying to look for an opening. I mean, this kind of run around the goal thing has always worked for him.
Here's Wilhite. Gets pushed out again. And Glenbard West is just trying to top their last goal. And they just can't. Now it's Clark with it. He gives this one over now to Kinney. Kinney drives inside, bounces this one in, and it is a 6-4 game now. And Glenbard West are holding the Dukes scoreless thus far in the second half.
Yeah, definitely something to not worry about, but something to look out for. It's now 6-4. I mean, it's a close game coming.
Yeah, and just like that, this game is starting to, I wouldn't say slip away from the Dukes, but definitely get a bit more out of hand.
I mean, that was 5 goals early really helped them. They were able to drag out how many points they can give up in a certain amount of time. I mean, it's not something they are worried about.
Now here's Kadowski on the faceoff again, going against Segabarth, and the Dukes will pick this one up. Here goes Gone. He takes a hit there, but he's going right along. Takes a stick there. And he resets up top, guarded by Segabarth. Gone, just trotting upfield now with the 35. Makes a move inside now. Shaking off his defender, sends Segabarth flying. And Passion has this one up top now at the 30.
Looks like Glenbard West is kind of read their offense and starting to do a little bit more.
Here's a nice drive and goal there from Cole Bartlett, not skipping a beat.
Big Bart right to the goal.
Just able to evade two defenders, take it inside and fake out Crosby. And that makes this a 7-4 game now with 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Still up a little bit, but I mean, they definitely can hold this lead, Luca.
For sure. And Kadowski comes back in here for the face-off for the Dukes.
He's been pretty proficient. I mean, only lost, what, 2 now?
Yeah, only 2, and he wins this one again. Loses it. And nothing called there. This one given in the goal now to Chavez, so the Dukes will just reset downfield. And here comes Park taking it the other way. New long stick in here for the Dukes, making his first appearance. Definitely a critical part of this team. Chavez turns this one over, has to retreat to the goal immediately. Blood pushing, being triple teamed here, has to retreat. Waits for a few more Hilltoppers to come. Quintos gives us one behind now, over to Woods.
Looks like we talked about earlier, Plata going down. Looks like Plata he's got his helmet back on, and looks like he's not going to go in anytime soon, but definitely good that he's got his helmet back on.
Back on the sideline in good spirits. Mr. Stepanek cleared him for action, so that is a great sign. Engel holding this one up top now for the Hilltoppers. Here he goes, making a move inside. Now just passes this one back to Blood over to Clark. Clark hesitates, fakes, goes around here, gives this one down low. Chavez turns around and saves this one, and he saves it again.
That was like a double dolphin flop over there.
Man, oh man, has he been a problem in the net for the Dukes against the Hilltoppers. And now it is Richardson running up with this one, and this one is lost there. They're trying to recover.
Ref's in the way. Come on, ref.
Gone now. Taking this one up. He has got his name written all over this game for the Dukes. He goes behind the net now. And they'll call an offsides here on the Dukes. So it's going to go Glenbard West way now. And they are on a nice breakaway here. Here comes Ullman. He gives this one over now to Clark. Now one more down low, and it is once again swatted away by Chavez.
Ward's trying to push him now. Oh, yeah.
Ward giving Blood the works. And a timeout called by the Hilltoppers with 4.5 minutes to go here. They trail 7-4. You are watching York Sports Network. Here we go. Play just about back underway. It's going to be Glenbard West with it again. That is Engel with it being guarded by Richardson, and we are in play.
I know everybody here is watching at home, but it is a brisk 62 degrees out. It's
really nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah. There was a chance this game could have been delayed even more with the downpour earlier, but it wasn't. And bouncing shot again won't go here for Glenbard West.
Yeah, that weird on and off rain could have definitely affected this game, but eventually didn't. Now, but I'm glad. I mean, we got some great lacrosse in front of us, don't we, guys?
Will Height gives this one over to Engel now. Up top, he's at the 30. Goes inside. Kicks this one back out now to Will Height.
Height tried to put up a little screen against Drew. It didn't work. Now he's back with possession against Gradsky.
Will Height going inside again. Spins. Has to fake back out. Kadowski holding his stick right to his waist. Kinney gives this one behind in the net now. War doing his job here on defense. Gives it back to Kinney. Duke's trying to trap. And that goal is good. Make that another one for Kinney. And he cuts into this Duke's lead even more. Running along and nails a nice long shot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was up to that was like professional. I mean, PLL is going to be recruiting that guy. That's the Premier Lacrosse League for anybody.
And this makes it a 7-5 game now with 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. And the Dukes are looking to fire right back. Plata's still not back in for the Dukes, so definitely losing some offense down low. And Kadowski sent flying on this one, and this ball is going to go the Dukes' way. Good job taking the hit there. Now gone with this one. He opts not to go inside by himself. Instead plays this one slow. It's being guarded tightly here. Trying to make a move. Gets thrown. Still holding. Now he evades the defense here. Another two defenders pick him up. Nice zone being run here by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, definitely, Luca.
Now Bartlett trying to make a move here inside. He's got one goal on the night. He's behind the net now. Still moving it around. Now gives it up top to Crum. Pass and cut here from the Dukes. And Bartlett not able to handle that long shot.
Yeah, definitely. It was reflected by the goalie as well.
Reddick making a move. And this one is too high here for Bartlett. Duke's defenders trying to pick this one up. Skirmish on the floor here right at midfield on the left.
You know, it's hard to tell if this is just sports physicality or like the rivalry cup, you know.
Now here's Gone with it at the 30. Backs out. Tries to hesitate to make a move. He gives this one over to Crum now. Crum gets forced back out. Now gives this one to Passion. Passion at the 25. Gives this one back over. Great defense being played here by the Hilltoppers. Reddick has this one now. He's trying to make a move. Still holds at the 15. Really getting pressure now. Trying to drive. Man, he's getting tripled. He's trying to find an outlet. Finally gets this one over. Now up top to Crum.
Yeah, that was a couple of seconds of just power.
Crum tries to whip this one, but it's blocked away by the Hilltoppers. And they're going to take it the other way now with less than a minute here in the third.
Yeah, timer. Clock's coming to a close now, Luca. You can either risk it, try to get another one, or York's going to come at your back. Oh.
Yeah, out of the goal now. Here's a perfect opportunity for the Dukes, and this one is off for Crum from about 20 yards away. Opted not to drive. 42 seconds to go here. And here come the Hilltoppers with a chance to cut this lead to 1 before they head to break. Weber gives this one over now. Now to Kinney.
Chavez in the goal trying to tell his defenders where to go.
Angle. Now behind the net is Engel, being guarded by Kadowski. He loses this one. This one being rolled around right outside the goal. Glenbard West recovers this one. It's Blood. Now back over. Up top. Clock winding down. Long shot is good here from Grimaldo. A complete meltdown there from the Dukes right at the buzzer. This buzzer beater will count here. This makes it a 7-6 game as we head into the fourth quarter of action. We got a game.
You know, Luca, I was chirping my fellow friend Ivan Blood down there, brother of Vince Blood on this team, and I was saying, what's going on, man? And, you know, he said, I don't know. And now I'm looking at this and thinking, maybe I was wrong for chirping.
We'll see what the Dukes can do to maintain their lead. They only lead by 1 goal now. You may remember heading into the third quarter, they were up 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, not a very lovely spectrum to see. A lot of defensive errors if you want to point fingers at some problems that they got to just kind of deal with as defensive errors.
The boys are still making some noise here. We will step aside momentarily. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here, start of the fourth, and it is a 7-6 game now with the Dukes in front, and their lead has most certainly been cut into Glenbard West having 4 goals in that last period of action. York only having 1, so definitely not what they were hoping for to maintain their lead, but they're going to try and keep this one alive. It's Kadowski. He wins this face-off here, taking it away for the Dukes. He's going to give this one behind now to Richardson. Like I said, Richardson back with his first home game for the Dukes. I cannot stress how much of a buyback that is for the Dukes to have. He's driving inside now by himself. Gives this one down low. Nice look and a push there. And a flag thrown. 2 flags thrown.
Double flag, Luca. I just like to congratulate Luca on being named president of YSN next year.
Yeah, big time, big time. Big time plays for big time players. That's a Stacey King quote in the Alex Caruso days of the Chicago Bulls. That time, no more.
Not once.
Now here are the Dukes. Starting in the corner here.
Plata's back out there.
Evian Plata back into the game. You may remember he took a tough hit, but that is some offensive weaponry added back here for the Dukes. Most certainly, Plata gives this one over now to Reddick. And a nice look down low. Crum just tackled there. And they will call something there, a late whistle.
Yeah, definitely just got to let the boys play. Let the kids play.
So the Dukes will start with this one up top again. 11:22 to go. Crum. Now to Gone. Over to Plata. Now behind the net to Reddick. Dukes just moving this one around. Glenbard West just keeps changing their defensive scheme here, trying to adapt to this Dukes defense. And they come out with a nice defensive stronghold at the start of every quarter, but the Dukes have done a good job of dissecting it. Not as good as you'd hope in the third quarter, but it's most certainly in the first half. Long shot there from Gone. Hits the wrong goalpost there. Hit the football goalpost.
Yeah. I mean, definitely look at, they've just been reading York's offensive schemes for a couple periods now. I apologize, a couple periods now. And this is probably where the knife twists.
Reddick now in the zone for the Dukes. Backing up here. A little post-up move almost in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Now Plata with this one. He's getting choked out, and he still scores! And a flag!
He breaks the kid's stick too, Luca. That's a cut.
Do not mess with Evian Plata, the king of York!
Exactly, Luca. He comes back off injury. A very scary hit he took. He gets almost choked out. He rips through his stick.
Big time play there.
And look at, with aura, he picks up the
with
flag.
his stick. Man, oh man.
Is that not a power move?
That is a bad man right there.
That is a bad, bad man.
And if you're the Dukes, that is your X factor that you just had to unlock. And thank God you got him back from injury. So now the Dukes are up 2, 8-6. Still a very, very close game with 10.5 minutes to go here.
Plata's still in the backcourt, just very electric. I mean, he's been pumping himself out after that one. I mean,
that is exactly where you want him. Just a threat down low. And a goalie's worst nightmare. Kadowski trying to pick this one up. It's in the stick of Crum, and he falls back, and another flag thrown.
Oh, he took that one to the face.
Oh, yeah, he took a tough hit there.
He took a long stick. It was like a gavel. Oh, yeah, they're going to help him up. Oh, helmet comes off.
Yeah, lost his helmet.
Yeah, oh, he's just going to shake that one up.
He's going to take a seat.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Mr. Stepanek will walk him over.
Oh,
nope, he is staying in.
Nope. Stepanek's a big Duke fan. He's got them in his.
He says, no care necessary. He's all right.
Yeah. Hey, it was a scary hit. I mean, you get a helmet whacked off it from where we were. It was just one right over. I don't know if you guys could see this. I really wish you could, but Luca is double gripped out of the press box window.
This
is he is
ridiculous.
Literally on the edge of his seat right now.
Now Crum gives this one over to Gone. Now to Plata, back to Gone. This Glenbard West scheme is interesting.
Yeah.
They were in a two-man zone before this, and now they're just playing a light zone inside. It's Crum. This one's lost. Picked back up, though. Now Gone.
Definitely just looking to create a play here. I mean, you got all your playmakers out right now. It's something you are very able to do.
9.5 to go. Whipping shot here from Crum is no good. This one will go out of play. Who will it belong to? A dive here from Glenbard West, and they will take it the other way. An awkward landing for a Duke there, trying to dive for that one as well.
Yeah.
Now Crosby with the long pass here, and it's in the stick of Gone, but right back out, and Quintos will take this one the other way. And a timeout called by Glenbard West with 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go.
Yep. I mean, Luca, this is definitely the callback you want. You have Evian Plata back from his injury. He's an offensive threat. Not to talk too much about just him, but, I mean, we got Simon, too, out there. This is just your playmakers, Luca.
Absolutely. With that, we will step aside momentarily. You are watching York Sports Network. Here we go. 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go here.
Back.
This is a two-goal lead game here for the Dukes, 8-6.
Yeah, just briefly talking about some other sports that are going on. White Sox, you know, impressive. What,
8-0 shutout.
8-0 shutout.
Cubs won 8-3 today. I forgot who they played, but that was a big-time win for
I think
them.
it was the Pirates still.
It was yep, because they hit 3 homers off Paul Skeens in the first inning.
Yeah, Livy Dunn's boyfriend.
Livy Dunn's boyfriend. That's what he's better known as.
Yeah.
Kinney making a move here. He's got 2 goals on hat-trick watch now. This one given over to Clark.
I'm really hoping we see this hat trick, though, Luca.
Absolutely. But you don't want it to come as an expensive the Dukes getting their lead cut into.
Yeah, true. No, I'm talking about Duke's hat trick.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm not cheering for Hilltoppers.
Yes, something noteworthy. We will not be bringing you coverage of today's JV game, but today's JV game is at 7, and the varsity game started at 5:30, so a little switcheroo. Something with a preference from the Glenbard West coach. I believe he wanted to go see the Pippin play, which is happening at York tonight. That's some other York news for you.
Hey, really? You want to go see the Pippin?
I think his daughter is in it, actually. His daughter goes to York, allegedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, coaches could be wherever they want to be, so.
Yeah.
It's a great play, apparently. Griffin Hanna told me a lot about it.
Move here by Clark. He just bounces this one over behind the goal now. Less than 8 minutes to go here. Richardson gets this one out of his stick, and now they're doubling. And Richardson gives this one over to Chavez in the goal. Bounces this one up ahead to Kadowski. This one might be a bit too shallow for him. Kadowski just trying to stick him. This one goes out of play, and it's Duke's ball.
Simon was a little kind of hesitant on how he reacted to that, and once he saw the ref point towards Glenbard West goal, he was excited. He ran.
Reddick taking this one the other way. He spins, evades going out of bounds, and he's running towards the goal. At the 20, gives it back up top to Gone.
Yeah, definitely trying to get some more Dukes over to the net. Plata looking a little shallower than we've seen him before, right on the 15.
Reddick slips there. He gets right back up. He's going to give this one down low here, and this shot off the mark and out of bounds.
Yeah. Kind of just launch this one down there.
This one going the other way now. Glenbard West taking this one up.
You know, the more I see this, like our boys play, I kind of want to start playing lacrosse.
That's how I was my freshman year. I never watched a lacrosse game until my freshman year, and I was like, this is something to get involved with.
I had a funny story with some family members. Cousin or something played lacrosse, and we were practicing, took one to the head. It was pretty funny.
Here's a drive here by Glenbard West, and this one is off the knee of Chavez again.
But, hey, I definitely would start. Maybe you'll see me out there. Maybe I won't stream this and come out here.
This is absolutely just beyond exciting year for both boys and girls lacrosse this year, as they are both in serious contention for a state title. You may remember the boys team came up a bit short in regionals last year, but the girls made it all the way and were super sectional champions.
Yeah. I mean, both filled with talented players. We're walking through the halls and saw a bunch of lacrosse players wearing their college for senior decision day.
Yeah, May 1st, friends. I didn't know that was like the universal day for every college.
Oh, yeah, it's universal.
Here's an underhand shot from Kinney that is no good. 5:45 to go.
I think May 1st is the cutoff for a lot of colleges, like
enrollment.
General,
Yeah.
Because I think, like, if you want to get housing and stuff, you got to get it done.
That reminds me, May 7th is the deadline for the June ACT. I need to get ahead on that. With that, we will step away. A timeout called here by Glenbard West. You are watching York Sports Network. We return from our quick break, a timeout called by Glenbard West. They have possession now with 5:45 to go. They trail 8-6 now.
Is that Bagnesarian in the crowd, Luca?
Where?
Left side.
Might just be.
Sorry to take away from the game. I mean, old athletic director.
Oh, old principal.
Old principal, my
Where's he? Wait, point him out again.
Oh, I thought this guy was him. No, that's
No,
not.
that is
That's
not.
In fact, not him.
Glenbard West will start with this one again up top with 5:37 to go, trying to mount a comeback now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're only down 2 points, Luca. That's
Oh my goodness gracious! Would that have been a shot? Clark there misses on that one, turning around, fading away.
behind the back, looking like a Greek god.
Lloyd. War playing some great defense here, forcing Lloyd to pass this one behind now to Clark. Clark thought about shooting it, instead gives this one up top here, and this shot again off the mark. Glenbard West will have another chance here with 5:08 to go.
The more shots that just bounce off the turf in toward the goal, they scare me even more because Chavez, he hasn't really been able to kind of compute to that.
Lloyd's shot off the mark, and this time it is picked up by the Dukes. Great job by Chavez again.
Just took that one, as I was saying, It's good with that.
That one is skimmed by a stick. Kadowski gets this one intercepted by the Hilltoppers. This one's still in the air, and now it's into the backfield, and it's going the Dukes' way. They do have numbers. He'll just back this one back out. Give this one over to Kadowski. Now he has this one up top. Gives this one over to Reddick. Reddick fakes. He's going to slow this one down a bit. He gets a tough hit there, just being forced outside, and he falls to the floor on this one. Still being hit, and this one is off the mark again. Another great block.
That was like a triple team. There's got to be some kind of penalty there, man.
Nothing called. Reddick was just trying to absorb that contact, looking for a call.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I think once the third guy look at this.
He's getting doubled again.
It comes to a point, Luca.
He loses this one, and it's picked up by the Hilltoppers. Allman gives this one up ahead now. And this is going to be in Duke's territory here. Quintos. Less than 4 minutes to go now. This one given down low. Shot off the mark again. Picked back up on the floor. And the Dukes have it. Chavez out of the goal now. He's behind. Has to be careful on his pass there. Gets it in the hands of Park. Chavez way up ahead here to Reddick. And it is all Kelly Green here. He gives one down low to Plata. Shot no good. Nice grab there by Crosby. He is way out of the goal here.
He's looking for a goalie goal.
And he gives us one up ahead, and Plata is just in defeat. Now Clark with this one at the 25.
He shouldn't beat himself up about that one too much.
For sure.
He just didn't have the speed on that one. Nothing he could have done.
Clark behind the net now. War pushing him out. Less than 3 minutes now.
Chavez is able to shoot the ball down pretty deep. Goal's open right now.
That one is right in the stick of Chavez.
Yeah, now they just got to get goals tended now.
Park gives this one over to Chavez now. Going out of the goal. Chavez at the 30, at the 40 now. He's going across midfield. He's going to take this one all by himself. This is an open goal here for York. Oh, a one-handed catch here. Oh, that would have been a move.
Chavez got to run. Oh, he's hustling.
He is sprinting back to the goal. Glenbard West really not hustling back here as you'd expect them to.
I mean, I think that's just what you got to do. The goal's open. You got to kind of do some sacrifices even just to get the goal.
Now here's Lloyd. 2 minutes to go here. It's just these constant 1 minute exchanges here between the Dukes and the Hilltoppers, splitting time, and a whipping pass and shot there, no good. It will stay with the Hilltoppers. Minute 51.
Yeah, a lot of time to do a lot of things, Luca, but
Blood has this one. He gives this one back up top now. Gone backing him out. Gives it to Kinney. He's got 2 on the night already. He whips this one over, and it is too far from Blood. It will stay with the Hilltoppers with 1:36 to go.
Yeah.
Here's Blood. Gives this one over to the side now. Gone backing him out. Gives it over to Kinney. Kinney, whipping shot is good from the 20-yard line. And he makes this a 1-goal game now with 1:26 left.
Yeah, there's a lot that can happen now.
Roll by number 6, Cooper Kinney.
Still been a good game, Luca. York's been playing physical, just...
That is a hat trick there for Kinney.
I'm not seeing a lot of hats on the field, Luca. Maybe that's just a hockey thing.
It's an away game.
Oh, yeah.
Field is far, too.
Yeah.
I'm not tossing my hat all the way over there. I know I'm not getting it back. Well, you know you're not getting it back if you're throwing it into a hockey rink. Anyway, 1:26 to go. Glenbard West trails by 1 now. Kadowski getting handled on this face-off here. He dives on the floor to pick this one up, but it's picked up by Segapart. Here he goes. Toppers trail by 1. This ball is given over. Now down low. Blood gets this one back up top. It's broken up by the Dukes. Great job there. Segabarth has this one at the 35.
Ball was loose for a while. I mean, Kadowski couldn't just get under it, and definitely a little bit of a blunder, but they're going to slow it down.
Kinney back in now for the Hilltoppers. He has 3 goals on the night. And there is no sign of him slowing down, being a constant force here. They're just going to try and run this down. Angle goes inside. This shot off the mark. It will stay with the Hilltoppers.
I've joined Luca outside of the window now.
I wish this window would open more. It's one window.
It's like, it can't get any more open. But timeout called.
This one called by Glenbard West. They need to find a scheme to make the 1-goal comeback to tie this one up and send it to overtime. This game shaping up to be everything we expected to be, John.
Yeah, definitely a nail-biter in all corners. I mean, the electric start from the Dukes in the first. Then you got Glenbard West coming back, just piling on points. You got the return of Evian Plata. And then you got this. 43.5 seconds left. Last go.
And if this one goes into overtime, you know the Duke section is ready to roll.
You know that the section's packed now, Luca. But you know if you get a text overtime at Clarence D. East Field,
the town is coming.
The town is coming.
I mean, we've seen turnouts.
It's like when an astronaut comes back.
Yep, that's exactly it.
When the boys' lax team is in overtime.
Back to Houston.
Back to Houston.
Back to the Hearst.
Back to the Hearst.
We got a lot of Dukes fans on top of the world right now. Decision day today, like we said, and this would be the cherry on top. A win against the biggest rival of the Dukes, the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. They now have a chance to tie this one up.
Prom was only a week earlier, too, so
on top of the sun.
On top of the sun. Might be on top of the universe, honestly.
There's still finals, though.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This one will start in the corner with the Hilltoppers. It'll be Clark to trigger.
Luca DeSanto has shifted outside of the window.
And back outside. I might fall.
Whoa, there's a net.
There's a net. Clark going around. Gives us one up top now. A shot off the mark. It's going to stay with the Hilltoppers. That one no good there from Lloyd.
All right, this is when everybody's at their peak. There's a guy in the crowd with an air horn, by the way.
We're looking to hear it. Will Height gives us one back behind here to Kinney. He's looking to expand on his goal count. He spins. He falls over.
Turf Monsters got him.
15 seconds left. This one taken away. The Dukes are going to run away with this one. Gone taking it.
And the Dukes are going to win the Lax game. The Dukes are going to win the Lacrosse game.
And a travel called. And this one is going to go Glenbard West way. They're saying don't start the clock yet. There was 7 seconds before it was called. And Glenbard West has a final-ditch effort here to win this one. And it's going to start at the 40, 60 yards away from the net. And, I mean, this is absurd.
Oh, it's starting deeper, Luca.
They're starting deeper. They're going to say the clock is at 5 seconds, though, right? Clock is at 5 seconds. Yep, refs aren't correcting it, so the clock stays at 5.
All right, I'm hearing an O start.
9 seconds. Time. So it will be 9 seconds instead. Sorry, we were screaming that a ton because we're right next to the booth of control. We're sorry. So 9 seconds left to get this up from the 30 to the goal, not .99.
Okay. Luca is in a fit of rage.
I don't want this to be messed up. All right, we're at 9 seconds. This one chucked way upfield over the heads. This one out of bounds. 4.7 to go. It is Duke's ball. They just need to run this one out, and they will run out of here with a win over a top-ranked team. That is the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. This one aired out, pulled down by Crum. He holds, and the York Dukes defeat the Glenbard West Hilltoppers in an astounding fashion, in an absolute blood battle.
This is absolutely electric, Luca. I have a smile on my face bigger than Clarence T.E.'s field. Where's the air horn?
Glenbard West fans in shock, and this game was dominated by the Dukes in the first half. Glenbard West made a great run, holding the Dukes only to 2 goals in the second half. They had a ton of their own. What a game.
Honestly, Luca, I mean, there's so many other things you could talk about. The amount of players that were involved in this game, I mean, it's a large group of kids out there, but there were just some that shined up right above the others. I think my MVP of this game is Gavin Chavez, the goalie.
Absolutely, just a force down low, only allowing 7 goals in this game and just putting on a clinic. With that, we will step away from this great coverage of a great game.
I mean, yeah.
The rivalry lives on. The Dukes run away with this one in football, lost in basketball, and in lacrosse.
And we kept our headphones. They did not break.
They did not break. I don't think they broke. We'll find out later tonight. With that, I have been Luca DeSanto. Alongside me has been John Finucane. Good night, and go Dukes.
Go Dukes.